Welcome back to Fool's Peace. On this week's episode, we're going to be tier listing all of Liverpool FC's kits from the 90s up until the modern day. We're going to be figuring out which ones are trash, which ones are class. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and throw it over Pete, who's going to give a history of LeBron James FC.
Today's episode, we're going to be going over one of England's most prestigious historical clubs, Liverpool FC. Liverpool was founded in 1892, and it was because of, and I think most millennials and people who pay rent can sympathize with this, is because it was a dispute with their fellow neighbors, Everton, and its landlord over the rent at the stadium. So they decided to form a new club, and became Liverpool FC. It was just over a landlord dispute. Traditionally, Liverpool's home kits have always been red jersey, red shorts, and red socks. Their crest, it's the liverbird. It's actually a mythical bird that is the symbol of the city of Liverpool. Liverpool have won 19 league titles. They have won 6 Champions League titles. That's the most by any English club. 7 FA Cups, and they have won 8 EFL or League Cups. The other thing I think worth to note, it's a sad thing, but it's the terrible kind of Hillsborough disaster where there was 96 Liverpool fans that sadly lost their lives due to a standing terrace and overcrowding. Actually, ESPN did a nice 30 for 30 documentary covering that tragic incident. It's a good watch if anyone likes watching football documentaries. Throughout the kits, we'll see like homages to the 96.
We said that we were going to start with 94-95, but I did want to squeeze in, and that would be the 1990-1991 Liverpool home kit, for no other fact that this actually might be a top 5 Liverpool kit for me in general. This is like peak vintage. I think if they released this today, people would still be excited. I like the candy sponsor. Everything about this is just like class to me.
It's a beautiful kit. You know, the design too is very like retro and obviously nostalgic, and it's just something like if you wore it out to a game, like, you know, people be like, that's a nice kit. I kind of want that. So yeah, I mean, great honorable mention there.
We're starting off hot with an absolute class though. Now, proper starting off the episode, we're starting with 94-95. This is like an iconic kit to me when it comes to Liverpool.
Carlsberg sponsorship there, great. Also, I liked when like Adidas like did cool things with the stripes, not just the traditional down the shoulders. When they did stuff like this, you knew it was quintessential Adidas. This is a beautiful kit as well. I say it's a beauty.
I think Carlsberg, at least like in terms of like team to club, it's like a top 5 combo. I think Liverpool and Carlsberg is iconic.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the beer sponsorships, like that's probably one of the best ones, honestly.
It's all like every Carlsberg just enhanced every kit, and I feel like it's hard to find sponsors like that. This is like decent to me. Like it's the exact same as the home. The colors, I know these are like more normal Liverpool away kit colors. I think the red just hits a lot harder than this. I think it's decent.
I would wear this out actually. I like the green a lot. That green is very nice. So
I think the only reason I'm like arguing is because I feel like there's so many better wear it outs that are coming already, but
I would still wear it out.
I think we can agree with this though.
This is bloody dreadful.
This is horrendous. This is so bad.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing here. I don't know. It looks like you write on top of it, and then they give you like a receipt.
Transfer
yes,
paper.
It looks like that's what they fucking did.
It's this like weird repeating pattern that doesn't make sense. I don't like the collar. Like this little LFC makes it look funky. The Adidas, like them spelling it instead of being like the trefoil or their the more modern logo. It's like they did everything to make this an undesirable kit. This is awful.
Yeah, I thought it was the goalkeeper kit. That's why I didn't even include it.
In fairness, they do get it's pretty balanced, I'd say. So going into 95-96, for whatever reason, they decided to keep that third kit for another year, which is just tough.
Save costs, baby.
This is an interesting Liverpool kit for me. I think the shield on a shield feels kind of weird here, and that's coming from a shield. It's almost a shield in a shield in a shield. There's kind of 3 there. Too much shield.
There's too much shieldage.
I didn't think there was a such thing.
Talk about protection.
No kidding. I don't love this collar. It kind of feels a little like a knit sweater.
Yeah, it seems like that vintage like sweater that you see your parents would wear at Christmas time. Like in the 90s.
This might get hate. I feel like this is kind of rubbish. I don't know if that's a take or not.
I would have never noticed. Usually I notice stuff like that, but I didn't notice the shield within the shield within the shield. Now that you brought that up,
it's kind of weird.
It looks kind of stupid if you ask me.
I was like, oh fuck yeah, a shield, like easy wear it out. And then I look closer, I'm like, it's a shield and a shield though. And then I look closer, I'm like, well, now this is Inception of the highest degree.
I agree with you. Now that you brought that up, I was gonna say it was decent, and now that you brought that up, I was gonna we could put it in.
It's almost decent, but I can't I don't like rubbish. It. I do not like it. This away kit, we just had a modern take on this too, which is funny because like that felt modern, where this like feels ahead of its time in a way.
This is a beauty because this is like, I call this a beauty because I'm gonna jump forward here, but like because they've done like 4 different like iterations of copy and pasting this kit. So I think as a result of that, the fact that they've tried to do a retro modern take on this kit shows you how iconic it is. So that's why I'm putting it up in beauty. That's
actually a very good argument. That's a fair argument. I would say wear this out, but I'm willing to side with you on this one. It is wild how I actually didn't realize this until just now that this was a 95-96 kit. This, like the one that just came out with, felt so modern. Like this feels very ahead of its time in a weird way. I don't know why, but it does.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go ahead and agree with you on that, honestly. Entering 96, 97. No third kit in general. They hated. They had the last one for 2 years. They said, let's just take a break. But a new home and away. I think this is decent.
It is decent. It's not a shield within a shield within a shield. It's now just a shield within an oval.
Which is, I feel like it feels less aggressive like this.
Yeah.
I don't love it. Like, it's probably going to stick lower, but it's definitely better than the last one.
The trim and the collar are also nicer, too. And we're also onto Reebok now instead of Adidas. It doesn't do no harm, no foul.
I would wear this out. I think this is clean. I think it's the off-white, kind of off-whitish color. I didn't even notice this, but they have kind of the...
Yeah, the liverbird in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do like the this collar. It's a little knit material too, but I kind of like it more here. This little like V that's kind of just chilling. I like this. I think this is a clean kit. I would wear this out.
Yeah, the color's nice. It's that like cream off-white color, which is cool. I always feel like when teams do that color, most of the time it works out. Yeah, by the look of my face, you could tell like this is. I'm gonna say it's rubbish.
This is really.
I'm gonna say it's rubbish. This yellow, it doesn't look
right. It's a wee bit McDonald's, but
yes, it's a wee bit McDonald's.
I think this is decent. I actually like don't mind this at all. I also like their yellow kits most of the time. By the way, this is their 97-98 away kit. They kept the same home kit from last year.
Yeah, I know they've done yellow kits. I still think they've done better ones, and I think this is the weakest one. That's why I'm putting in rubbish. I don't know. This yellow is very off-putting. It's like very yellow mustard French, the French brand mustard bottle vibe. That's what it's giving me. And I don't like the red outline in the badge either. I think that the way they did that badge with the oval in there, I just don't like it.
I just like the colors. Like, call me crazy. I just think when I see this color combo, and maybe it's because I like McDonald's. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little fat ass.
I like McDonald's too.
I think this. I don't know. I like the colors. I think it's harsh to put this in rubbish. Are we doing an early spin?
Get the spin going.
I can't agree with you. This is at least decent. I would have was considering wearing this out. So.
Oh, jeez, ew.
I think their yellow kits rock. So let's see. Oh my god. Fuck me.
Suck it.
Alright, fine. Alright, I guess it's rubbish.
It is. And I think people would agree with me.
Entering 1999, we get a new home and away kit.
Decent. It's decent.
It's decent. It's plain. It's very... I can't tell if it's my screen or if there's stripes. I think
it does. There's like, it looks like there's some horizontal, but you can't really see that.
Yeah, it's very close. I honestly couldn't tell if it was like a screen error or not, but this is, it's decent. It's not doing a lot, but the colors are clean and it's not obnoxious. So
yeah, it's decent. It's not. Yeah.
Home kit I kind of put in the same space. Or away kit I'm kind of just putting in that same vein.
Yeah.
I like how they get the V here. I
Yeah.
can't tell. I think it's just plain. I don't think there's horizontal
Yeah.
stripes.
I like the different coloring. I like the different coloring in the badge. That's kind of
Yeah, they
cool.
change it up.
But yeah, it's decent. It's kind of funny so far. Like with some of these 90 kits, like besides the first couple, like the first one that we did with the rib cage and everything, like I think this kind of uh perfectly kind of sums up this era. They were very like they weren't at their height because it was at this time it was always just Arsenal and United going for it. They finished like third a couple years, and they finished like third and fourth a couple years, but it's not,
To
like
say though, this is
yeah.
I'd say this is a pretty
Yeah.
significant thing. This is Steven Gerrard's first year.
Was it? I thought he
This is
came in
Steven-
earlier. I thought he
98,
came in earlier.
99. I just double checked. It was 98. 98 was his first year.
Okay.
At least recorded. This is Wikipedia. We know how that goes. 99, 2000. They bring in the Millennium with a new away kit. I think this is rubbish.
Wow. I would say it's decent. It looks like an Ireland kid, honestly.
It
looks like
it looks less like an Ireland kit. It looks like take away Carlsberg and the Liverpool crest, and it looks like an old Navy rugby shirt that you'd buy in 1999, which makes sense because it's 1999.
I mean,
But also,
I'm not gonna fight you on this one. I don't think there's nothing worth fighting here. It's a pretty
that's with the centering too, which I'm a fan of. I just don't like these.
Yeah.
I don't like the colors here. It's just too meh. It's also sash, which I'm also like it's already a negative with. Yeah, this is I think it's pretty rubbish.
Yeah, so 2000, 2001 here. So fun fact, did not know this. They quote unquote completed a treble. This year they did this by winning the League Cup, the FA Cup, and the UEFA Cup, I guess, which was like the Europa League before like the Europa League. So treble.
I think this is also rubbish.
I think it's decent.
I will say why. I will say why.
Okay.
I'll say why. And you can, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. The logo is the crest is so small, and it's saying Reebok also takes it down a pretty big peg because we have text too small of a crest, awkwardly large sponsor in comparison. Like there's no proportions. Everything about this feels awkward. I think it should have been if they put them on the sides like normal. I think it would have kind of grabbed my nipples there. They put them on the sides of normal. I think this would have actually had a decent to wear it out.
I don't think it's as awkward as you think it is. I think it's fine. I don't think there's anything special to it. Like, that's why I'm saying it's decent. I'm gonna say it's decent. The collar's nice too. I know they got a little piping there, but yeah, I don't think it's as abysmal as you think it is.
I'll let you put it in decent, but I don't know why. Not a fan.
Now this is rubbish.
This is rubbish. This is awful. This doesn't even feel anything like a Liverpool kit. I don't know what the history is with orange, but I hate this. I'm not a fan.
They don't do orange like
And orange and navy is like a tough one to.
Is it navy? It looks black to me.
I think I could be wrong. It looks navy on mine.
It looks navy. I looked at the collar. The collar, yeah.
I mean, regardless, it could be navy, it could be black. It's still rubbish. 0102, just a new away kit.
It's low decent at that.
Yeah.
This gives me the vibe of like, all right, so it's 0102. So like we're into the new millennium, and I think like companies, like especially sportswear companies, are trying to like change up their image and stuff and like be more new age. And the Reebok, they changed up the Reebok font here. Like instead of like their normal, logo and everything, and this design with like these kind of shoulder, like the stuff coming from like the collar around the shoulder down to like your sides there, just kind of gives me the vibe of that.
2002, 2003 new home and away kits. I feel like at least they're getting more minimal with the branding.
This is decent.
It's low decent. They're not doing great. Yeah, they've been on a pretty rough streak. It's a low decent.
Yeah. Also, it looks like they have this one looks like it's the new kind of updated shield. I feel like it has like this is the one that I personally like the most.
Yep, this is their first year with their updated crest. I also agree with you. I think this is their best looking one.
With the one where they have like the mint kind of green there, for like that signifies like the fencing. I think that's outside of Anfield. I always like that. I always think that was like their best crest there. I don't like this kind of shadowing. I also don't like the template that Reebok's using here, that it has like that swooping thing like under your neck. It's weird.
But I think it's decent, but it's like it feels like you could have convinced me this is like their warm up gear, and I would have been that would have felt more believable. Is it offensive to say I think this is rubbish? I don't like it. No,
yeah, because I was thinking
Okay, cool. I think this is rubbish. It's like high rubbish, like it could almost be decent, but I don't. It's the colors.
The colors are
aggressive.
The colors are fine.
It feels like a Raiders jersey.
Well, because it's the silver and black. Yeah. I don't. Again, I think it's like the template that they're using here, and like
I think it's holding it down,
and the piping. It looks weird. That's what I don't like about it.
You've definitely. I agree with you more on the piping and design on this one. Like they did a worse job on this one than the home kit made it through, but.
What's kind of funny here is that's like the 0203 they went like on a treble run with the EFL Cup. They won in like 3 years in a row.
0304 we have a new away kit. Decent. Like high decent too.
It's decent. I like the piping. I also like the Carlsberg being green. I think it pops. That Reebok logo. That Reebok logo feels like the Reebok era in the NFL, because that's what I remember seeing all the time on the NFL Reebok jerseys. But it's cool.
I can't tell. It looks like there's some light pinstriping, but you can't tell in this photo. So I don't know if that's actually there or not. Either way, I do like it. This also looks more kind of off-whitish than just pure white. So I'm not sure which is a more accurate.
I think it's just white. It's just white.
My answer is the same for both, though. It's still just like a high decent. But it's clean. It's a clean kit.
I'm going to use what I've explained in some of the other episodes that we've done. Anytime you win something significant, this raises the bar for that jersey. This 04-05 kit is the kit that they wore in the Miracle in Istanbul, the Champions League final against AC Milan, where they were down 3-0, and they came back and won in penalties against a fucking stacked AC Milan team. Fucking Pirlo, Crespo, Shevchenko,
Maldini,
Dida, Cafu, Gattuso. Like, Jesus Christ, that team was stacked.
Maldini's on a top 3 in my top 3 list for vintage jerseys I want to get.
The aura, God, of Maldini, Jesus. There's a I want to even think. I think Kaká was on that team too. There's a pass, and I forget who it's from, but there's a pass that slices through the Liverpool defense in that game, and I couldn't believe that Crespo was onside like that. It was like I think it might be the best pass I've seen in a game. It's up there, but anyway. We'll do an AC Milan episode later. Yes, this is a absolute class because of what they accomplished in this kit. It might not be the best kit that they've done, but it's what they did in it.
Also, respectably, the greatest coach in the world right now, Xabi Alonso's first year at the club.
Yes.
Just to start, it's funny because like when you think Xabi Alonso, what's the first club you think of?
I think of Liverpool actually, because that's where.
Really, I was gonna ask. For me, it's Madrid. That's where like my head goes at first.
Because I remember when I was in middle school, those summers I was in Greece and I would play PES, and when we would play, they would always some people would pick Liverpool, and I always remember hearing Xabi Alonso. So absolute class.
Or you be absolute class?
Absolute class.
Decent, right?
Yeah,
borderline rubbish.
It's borderline rubbish.
I'm just gonna. I don't like the snake skin. That's all I'll say. I'm not a.
Yeah.
I don't like this. Once again, training top vibes.
Yeah.
Well, that was the most beautiful speech.
Yeah.
And then, you're all the way back in the train there, Chief. 0506, the next year they do get a new away kit. Wear this out, easy.
Really? Okay. Okay. I was gonna say high. I was gonna say high decent, but I'll give you wear it out.
I definitely think you wear this out because I love the piping, how it mixes the red and the black on the slick. It's very
nice, yeah.
It's very satisfying. But then to add in the green Carlsberg really like kind of I feel like brings this thing together. It's just like it almost like helps you focus on the sponsor, like good on them, and then it kind of just like it almost is like a frame for it. Yeah, this is I would definitely wear this out. I feel like I'm describing it like it's the Mona Lisa, but 0607, this is one of the first kits I think of when I think Liverpool kits.
Yeah. So this is I think this is a beauty. I like this. I like how the piping goes from the however you want to look at it, from the bottom to the top or from the top to the bottom from the collar. I think that's really cool. Gives it like that whole continuity. They actually made it to the Champions League final in this kit as well, and they had a rematch with AC Milan, and AC Milan got their revenge. But funny enough, that Champions League final was also held in Athens.
Oh, yeah, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, it was held in Athens. So, but yeah, I think it's a beauty. I think and I love the crest too. Again, the green always pops on there, and it's good.
We're thinking class.
Beauty. I think this
beauty.
Yeah.
I think this is wow. You and me were ready to fucking fire off because I was about to say this is a beauty.
Okay.
I really like this kit. Like the way way I defended the what year was it?
The other
this is
whatever.
this is like one of the upgraded, like way upgraded. This is like what I've been looking forward to. This is a great kit.
All right.
You don't like their yellow kits, so we're gonna fight a bit on these.
All right. I think this is better than the other one, for sure. I'll give you that one. I'll give you it. I would wear this out.
Laura's getting on me. That's insane because this is rubbish.
What are you talking? I think this is cool. I don't know why.
This is so weird.
I don't know why. I think this is cool.
It's not even like their normal green. Then you have another shade of green with Carlsberg. Then it's like what 1/8 on the sides there. And then let's keep the red on the crest.
I thought the red looks cool, but fine.
Dude, I stopped myself from saying this is a great year for them because of this kit.
This
is rubbish.
Spin for it. I'll spin.
You want to spin for this?
I want to spin.
You want to spin for this? This is awful.
I want to spin for it. You wanted to spin for the piss yellow.
Yeah, because this is so different. Yeah, it's your turn to get fucked.
All right.
This is rubbish.
Okay, fine.
I can't believe you made me switch tabs.
The wheel doesn't lie.
You made me switch tabs for this.
The wheel doesn't lie, okay?
Ugh.
And you got your wish.
You're damn right I did.
Just like I got mine, you got yours.
Oh my god. All right. 2007, 2008. Is this I believe this is Mr. Fernando Torres' first year now.
This is Torres joins this year. He had an excellent Euros. He had an excellent Euros. I remember watching that. He scored the game winner against Germany in the final, and then he made his move to Liverpool. God, beautiful man too. Nice, luscious flow as well.
This is when the faux hawk was so strong at this point.
No, he had the headband at this point.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he might have had the faux hawk too. He always went back and forth, but he might have had the headband. I can't remember.
No, this is headband Torres. You're right. I thought this was blonde faux hawk.
Yeah.
All right, this is either way. I think this is I feel like this is a minimum wear it out to a low beauty.
I would probably just say wear it out. I don't think it's a beauty.
This is a strong Adidas kit though.
Yeah.
I really like this era of Adidas templates.
Adidas cooks for Liverpool here, I think.
They're pretty good to them for, I think, if my memory's right. We'll find out for sure, but I feel like I definitely remember Adidas being very kind to Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool their Adidas kits were probably the best, I think.
This is decent.
This is
decent. Fine.
Yeah, I don't like the whole kind of weird stripe coming from the collar down across. It's okay.
Feels a little bit like a snake. 0809, we finally get 3 new kits. Just off the rip, this is a beauty.
Yeah, so this is a beauty. I agree. This kit is quintessential because a lot of people so gotta remember, like they've finished. There's a run here where they were consistently like always third or fourth. And Liverpool was. This is like also Rafa Benitez, the Rafa Benitez era as well. This 08-09 year was huge because they almost were close to winning the title. They had a title chase with United that year. Luckily, United eked it out at the end, but I think this is a beautiful kit. It's a quintessential, like I think of when I think of Liverpool kits, this one comes to mind.
I really like the mock collar on this. It's these bars going down just the center. It's very, honestly, the only thing this would have been class for me if this is the one they decide to go center with, because this little I could see this, like it would be beautiful.
Yeah,
but minimum this is a beauty.
Yeah,
so this would be class. Never mind.
This is class. I think this kit. I think this kit's really cool. That picture of Torres, that was like a big. I remember there was always like they had a huge game against United, and they came out and actually won that game. And the checkerboard design is really cool.
Checkerboard's nice here. I was gonna say wear it out, but like this is clean. This is a very very nice kit.
Yeah, decent.
I don't really have much to say on it.
Yeah.
Like it's inoffensive, kind of just feels fine.
Yeah.
Torres just wears this so good.
The black shorts is nice. The black shorts is nice too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
Like this is like kind of like one of those like unique third kits you got because you were feeling in the moment. I definitely have a few of those. 2009, 2010. Excuse me for one moment. Sorry, I was gone so long. This is a beauty.
Oh, this is a beauty. I was gonna say this is class.
This is I'm with you, honestly. I didn't want to get too crazy with you.
No.
It's a medium. I bought this like senior year of high school of eBay for $25. Before I had dignity to not wear other teams in England, but it didn't matter because this medium, it might be player fit. It's the tightest jersey I've ever worn.
Hey, don't give up. You can still get in there.
Maybe one day. Well, I'll never wear it because fuck Liverpool. But I'm giving it to our friend Christo, our friend Elizabeth's husband, who is a Liverpool fan.
This is good. The gold, the black and gold always plays, but the nice red trim too, and the piping, it just looks sick. And the crest pops too. I don't know. It's just
It's awesome. It has so when you wear it, it's a bit of a machina. It comes up your neck a little bit. It really hugs it, but it looks awesome. It looks better. It looks awesome if you're cut. If you got a nice little dad bod like me, it's a tough sell.
Would wear.
I think it's a beauty. Really, I was gonna say a beauty. I think this is the cleanest iteration for me of the design. Maybe I like the last one a little more. Yeah. I'm with you. It's a beauty.
I said wear it out, but now when I see it like that, it might be a beauty. Damn it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean wear out, but this is good.
So wear it out. Okay.
Let's wear it out. I actually think this is the proper order right here.
It's like almost the same kit. Like,
but damn it, they do things different.
Just subtly, just enough.
So 2010, 2011, we are unfortunately done with the Carlsberg years. A shame, really, because that's just such a top
year.
Sad
to see him go.
But this is, this was close, because Standard Chartered, I would say, has also been a very good sponsor for Liverpool. Maybe I'm crazy on that, but I think I always thought it's looked very, very clean, and they've always worked well with them.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I think the sponsor is good. It's not as iconic as Carlsberg, and I think if I remember correctly, they had to. I don't know. There's probably some weird legislation that they had to like get away from like beer sponsors and like promoting drinking culture and all that. But put the betting sponsors on there. But who are we?
Forget big betting. We need big tobacco. Bring back Marlboro sponsors.
Bring back
Marlboro. Bring back big tobacco.
Oh my god. I would say a beauty. Actually,
it's a beauty. I have a tough time disagreeing with you. This is a beautiful, beautiful kit. Yeah. It's very. I like the triangle design, the pattern going on here. It gets. Yeah. It feels very classy. It's not class, but it feels classy. This away kit. I think this is I think it's one of the most beautiful away kits.
I think so too.
This is where for me.
This is where Adidas was cooking. Like this kind of like end of the 2000s, beginning of the 2000s with Liverpool, they were cooking. And the piping's really cool. The pinstripes is cool. The way they did the the crest, like they changed the colors of the flames, which was
they,
cool.
They could have also made this black, but them going for red, it's like one of the few times where I'm like, this works very well.
Yeah.
And I do really love the going for the, instead of like going for like kind of the same deal or just keeping it all black, they went for black and silver here. It's all of these colors just seem to work incredibly well.
Yeah, it's
decent.
It's decent.
Like low decent. Like I don't want to call it rubbish because I don't think it's dropped there, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Meh.
It's not bad by any means. Also, obviously, like Suarez comes in this year. He came in like January from Ajax. But it's cool. I like the crest, like with the colors was nice. Like that was cool. I think that yellow is just weird. It just doesn't. Yeah. It's not the worst by any means, but
it's like a more neon yellow than they usually do. At least it feels like that on top of the black. I'm at least glad. I like what they did. They kept the flame on the crest red, but they did go monochromatic. I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
2011, 2012, we get a new away and third kit. It's also funny because it was like the year of the flopped strikers. I think Fernando Torres went to Chelsea this year from Liverpool, and you guys got Andy Carroll. So it's just we both decided to overpay for strikers this year.
Yeah. Well,
I say we, but Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool brought Andy Carroll in and stuff. I think they brought in like Jordan Henderson too this year, which I mean it's only significant because he was captain for a while, and he was a good loyal servant and player for them as well for many years. May I go first? Yeah, go for it.
This is easily. I feel like it has to be a beauty minimum. It's I was going to say metallic.
I was going to say class because I think this is the best. I think this is the best black kit that they have.
It's beautiful. It's a very clean kit. To put it in class, I'm not going to argue either. Do I prefer it? I think I prefer it more than the gold trim.
I like the gold trim.
They're both good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is, I mean, to say class, I think it's a very safe call. It's just a very nice, very nice kit.
I want to say, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to give you a little context here. I'm going to say this is dreadful. Now, historically, if there's a background. There's a bold
move. It's a bold move. I'll hear you out.
Here's the story. I think if this incident did not happen, I would say this is at minimum a wear it out because I like the colors and I like what they did with the crest. When I think of this kit, I think of what happened this year where Luis Suarez was accused of, he was charged. He was banned for like 8 games. I don't know if it was 8 games, but he was charged with it for racial abuse against United legend Patrice Evra.
Shocker.
And then so that happened earlier in the year when he was accused of that. So later in the season when Liverpool came to Old Trafford, there's an iconic clip of Suarez famously not shaking Patrice Evra's hand during the introductions. So that's why I put it in dreadful, because he was accused of it and he was found guilty of it, and then he doubled down on it, and that's why. And I'm going to stand up for my United guy.
I'm not going to argue with it.
Now we moved on to Warrior, which I
remember being very excited for this when this happened. Because I thought it was kind of cool seeing a new sponsor just kind of enter the fray.
I don't know
new
why.
Maker.
I don't know why. Because here's the thing. Growing up in Maryland, played lacrosse growing up. Anyone who plays lacrosse, obviously very familiar with the Warrior brand. And when I saw that they were going to become the Liverpool kit manufacturers, I was like, that's weird. Never really thought I didn't think they would make that jump, but okay. Also, so they went with the throwback crest here, which isn't bad by any means.
I feel like this is a straight up wear it out. Like this is I really like this Liverpool kit. I really like the red with the yellow. It's just simple. It's nice. They didn't do anything crazy. There's some very light pinstripes you can see. I just think this looks nice. Look at this bastard. Actually, for this specific one, in the same reason that you did a la Patrice Evra, I actually might have to put this one in dreadful. bare minimum rubbish, because it's maybe this is not as bad as racial injustices. This is the fucking game Luis Suarez bit my boy Ivanovic. This was one of his infamous bites. Like, forget this. Did he have 3? I know it was Chiellini, Ivanovic. I think there was one more when he was at Ajax. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, this was like a known thing that he did.
He kept biting people. Bit my sweet Serbian king. This has got to be rubbish minimum.
Yeah, Well, now that you explained that, yeah, I probably agree with you.
This is tough.
Yeah, I mean, guy's got some chompers. I don't know what to tell you.
He really does, and he likes to show them off. This away kit is like, It's
rubbish.
It's rubbish. It gives me like nuns a little bit.
And for some reason, I get like a knight vibe, like a sheath of armor when it does that gray around the neck. But it's still not good.
It's rubbish. I don't like it.
I
think this is rubbish.
This is bloody dreadful, actually.
You think so?
And look at those shoulder sleeves. This looks like, you know what that looks like? This looks like a freaking, you bought some generic like anime soccer game, and take away the Liverpool like kit, like take away the Liverpool,
anime catching strays. But you're so right.
This would be like
Blue Lock wouldn't be caught dead. You wouldn't catch this kid dead in Blue Lock.
Yeah, but it gives me that vibe. It's like, yeah, this is like, some cool video game. This is the generic kit that your team starts out with if you took away the Liverpool stuff.
I agree. Now this is dreadful.
With the Warrior kits, I always felt like they did the home kits like very solid. Like the home kit was always good that Warrior did. There was always the other stuff that wasn't that good. But Liverpool fans are not going to like this. Manoli, do you know what happened in this kit? Do you know?
I don't know. I think I remember, but it feels like it's slipping my mind.
I don't want to let it slip either.
I don't know. It's like right there, but it just keeps slipping away.
Do you
want to say it? Let me say it, actually. Let me actually say it, because this was...
After you.
This was almost as much a Chelsea moment as it was with Liverpool. This is when Stevie G had the famous slip where Demba Ba stole that ball right from Stevie G, slipped out of the way, and Demba Ba put this one in the back of the net to crush Liverpool's Premier League title dreams. This was iconic.
It is iconic for all the wrong reasons. The freaking funniest thing about this is, like, I think the week or so before Liverpool played City at Anfield, and Philippe Coutinho hit a beauty of a shot in like the bottom corner to win the game, and like in the post game in the huddle, the camera's like over them, and you can hear Stevie G say, "We're not gonna let this effing slip." What did he freaking do?
Literally, by every definition of the word, lets it slip.
Oh my god, this is rubbish.
Really, I like low decent. I don't mind the design. I think I always liked this kit.
I don't know. I think
the
it's
shorts
weird.
Are pretty cool.
It's like this weird like Christmas sweater like pattern on the bottom. That's why I think it's rubbish. Like,
I don't know. I kind of always like this. It'd be low decent. It can be rubbish. It's fine. I'm not that passionate about it. I don't know. I was never bothered by this kit. Yeah. I thought this design and the color palettes really worked. This is dreadful. This is awful. Why are we doing purple now? Where did this come from?
I only like this. Purple is out of the blue. They've never done purple. I only like this because this is like Baltimore Ravens colors. So like that's why I would say low decent. It's our colors. You're going to hate our colors?
I hate it on Liverpool.
Well, that's fair. So
it's dreadful. This is bad, Pete.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Take away the bias. This is rough.
It's decent. It gives us the vibe of like the piping from like the mid 2000s. Not in place now in the mid 2010s.
I think this is rubbish. This is the one yellow kit I don't like. I don't like the weird piping wave going across the chest.
Yeah, it just feels weird and out of place. Like I don't get it either.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about this at all. I think this is rubbish. This is literally the one I'm like, get it out of here.
I also want to say, even though Suarez is in there, he also left that summer. He left.
They got him in just in time.
He left to go to Barcelona. Like it was a whole summer saga. Because like the year that Stevie G let it slip, Suarez was going on a freaking tear. I remember he used to torment Norwich City for fun. This is also dreadful. It's dreadful.
It's dreadful. It's fucking weird. It's
number
weird.
It has everything you don't like.
Horizontal stripes.
It's got
sash.
the horizontal stripes, the sash within the horizontal stripe.
Weird. This is a bit odd. This is pretty bad. I guess because the colors aren't like offensive, and that's what's like it's like biding its time. This is bad.
I'm fighting for your own freaking standards here. Jesus.
This is rough. This is not good.
So yeah, it looks like we moved on from Warrior, and we moved on to New Balance. I think Warrior was actually a subsidiary of New Balance. I could be wrong.
An odd sponsor to an odd sponsor.
Yeah, but at least New Balance is a little bit more recognized and well known. I also thought New Balance gave us like pretty nice kit. They did some pretty good kits. I thought I don't think they missed a lot with their time.
This is a wear it out easy. This is like one of their better home kits. This is very nice.
It's like cool, like the checkered pattern starts at the top, and then as we kind of like keep moving down, it gets elongated in the shirt, as you can kind of see towards the bottom, which is kind of cool.
It's kind of like a fake collar also. Yes.
But it's nice trim with the white and the gold.
Mm-hmm. No, this is nice. Like this is like a very like this screams Liverpool home kit. High decent, low wear it out. I think this is just super clean. Yeah,
it is. And it's cool on the back there. It has like the 96 on the back, which is
the home kit had this as well. Yeah. This is nice.
Yeah. And again, decent. Like this was like not
it's
bad.
Like a golf polo. It's like a golf polo, but it's
but it's a Liverpool it's a Liverpool kit.
It also has the 96, 97. No, this is fine. It's got this gradient. It's that weird like downward gradient that we saw in like the Man U and Chelsea kits. This is solid. It doesn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, and also to signify, like, even as we're bringing in this new shirt and new sponsor and everything with New Balance, this also kicks off the Jurgen Klopp era as well, which is huge. Longtime Dortmund coach, won back-to-back Bundesligas, got to the Champions League final, lost to Bayern. He took a break from leaving Dortmund, and then like maybe took like a year sabbatical, and then Liverpool had Brendan Rodgers, and they got rid of Brendan Rodgers. For the best. I mean, he ran his course, and Klopp comes in. He comes in a few games. Like the season just started. He wasn't like fresh off. Like he didn't have a preseason or everything. So he just comes in like while the season was going on.
I'm just gonna say this is decent.
It's decent. High. I think it's high decent.
Yeah,
low wear it out. I like the gold trimming or the yellow trimming with the collar and the New Balance and the bird.
Single button.
Like that's cool.
It is like rather clean. It kind of depends on like preference with the bars going across there. I don't think it's too obnoxious though. Like lower decent, medium decent.
I actually think differently. I actually would wear this out. I think this is I think it looks really cool. It looks really clean. I like the bars there on the side paneling and stuff. I like the way like the the collar comes down too. Like this is something like I could either see myself wearing out or working out in, or like you play pickup in and stuff.
I don't think it's like when I say it's like middling. I think it comes down to like preference. Like I'm not super crazy. Like unless it's done really well. Like the black silver combo doesn't do a ton for me. This is rubbish. This is fucking rubbish.
It's dreadful. Might be. What the fuck is this lime green? The hell is this?
This is bad.
This looks like Mountain Dew, decided, hey, we're gonna make a jersey. We're gonna make a kit.
Could you imagine if they got Mountain Dew as a sponsor? This would be a class immediately.
Yeah. Shout out to Mountain Dew. I like Mountain Dew.
Baja Blast guy. Who isn't? I think this is a beauty. This shade of red is so nice. This is like one of their nicest home kits, at least in like the recent era.
When I say New Balance did such a good job, like overall with their time with Liverpool, like this is the kit that comes to my mind. Obviously this is a beauty. They also made it to the Champions League final. So this is like a time like, look, so in 2017-18, they brought in Mo Salah. He had a great year at Roma. They brought him in. This is like now Mo Salah having his real like breakout season. They started to like really burst on and like be like exemplify what Klopp was all about. Yeah, made it to the Champions League final, and then this is the one where Bale hit that freaking bicycle kick.
I remember watching this together. We watched this in Florida with my dear cousin, the other Manoli.
Shout out Mano.
Who is a Liverpool fan, and we all got to watch this together.
So this is, like I said, when I mentioned it earlier, they've had 3 different. This is like the 3rd iteration now that they've used like this kit. This is really nice because I like how they did like the pinstripe green checkered block.
It looks super nice. It's very clean. It's a kit that was already ahead of its time, and they still make it look like add this the nicest little twist on it. It's beautiful.
Also, what's nice too is that, you know, usually when like sponsors are involved, they might do like the block out to like, so they're not. Standard Charter does a good job without doing like any blocking out of like their name. It actually just goes right over. Decent.
Yeah, like low decent for me. It's like
it's a color they don't use.
Yeah, but I don't think it looks bad. I just don't think it looks great either.
Yeah.
I think you're a crazy person if you bought this, but I don't think it looks bad. That's kind of like where I'm sitting here. 1819 might be another beauty.
Yeah, the home kit for sure. Yeah. With the collar and everything, the nice subtle piping too isn't bad around the collar as well. We actually got to put this up in class because they did win Champions League final in this. They beat
Tottenham.
They beat Spurs. Sorry, Alexi, and sorry, Eric, for bringing that up.
Talk about some of the greatest semifinals in history to arguably like the worst Champions League final I've ever watched.
So bad. It was
awful.
There was like a questionable like penalty for like a handball that was given before like VAR was VAR. And then Divock Origi, like, you know, there's your trivia answer for the week. Just scores a random like goal at the end to really like make it solidify it like 2-0.
Class kit though.
Yeah, beautiful kit.
Off to rubbish. This is bloody dreadful.
I'm gonna make the same comment. You know, University of Clemson, this is your kit. Could be your kit.
This is so bad, man. This is so ugly for 12 reasons.
It says a deep violet. My ass would wear out.
Bottom of it.
It's bottom of it. Look, gray is a kind of sometimes a tough color to like pull off, but when you have a
job here. But
when you do but because you got the red to really like make it pop in certain elements, it feels a little retro-y with the design. This is where like Liverpool also like solidifies a lot of the rest of their teams for the rest of their team for like the kind of upcoming years when they battle it out with Pep, because Alisson and Fabinho also came in this year, so really solidified like the spine from like Alisson to Van Dijk to Fabinho to, you know, the guys up front. Yeah, so now we're working on to 1920.
It's a minimum beauty.
We might have to put it in class because first Prem title in 30 years. What's so sad about this too is like it was 30 years and it happened during COVID. They like celebrated, they lifted the title in like an empty Anfield, which is like
exactly what I'm sure they dreamed of.
It's so sad too.
This away kit's decent.
It's decent. No harm, no foul.
It's fine. It's fine. This pattern's interesting. It's just like it's pretty plain. Doesn't really do much. Top of rubbish.
I don't know what.
Weird. It's weird. I don't know what this is supposed to be. At first, I thought it was supposed to be kind of like scales. Now it looks like
fencing.
I was gonna say it looks like an 8-bit Pixel Games brick wall.
Yeah, it looks like Mario, like a little Mario, Super Mario on the Game Boy.
You hate to see a good kit maker go and get replaced with Nike.
It's sad, man. Like it's sad when you move to Nike now in like the late 2000s, like the mid 2010s, 2020s, because like Nike,
the modern day Nike is
modern day Nike is like corporate America. Like once corporate America touches it, you know, no one likes it anymore because it's not cool. Not to say that Nike's not cool. Nike is cool, but like
their kit designs are just the worst.
If we go mid 2000s Nike, we're cooking.
I'm only talking modern day when I say that. It's like once, like they have some hits. I'm not gonna act like they don't. It all feels uninspired or just atrocious. It's rarely good. This is I would honestly wear this out. I actually think this is a pretty solid first outing. I like the teal around the sleeves and the collar.
Yeah. I wish they went back with the old school. Like, I mean, I know that's the old school bird, but I wish they went back with the old sponsor, or not the old sponsor.
That would have actually probably added to it.
The old crest with the fencing in the other in that same color. That would have been really cool.
I think this is rubbish.
I say it's low decent. I think the color's cool. It's like not a terrible design by any means.
It just feels like so random to me, which, like, I don't know. I guess that's like my opinion. That's your opinion on some third kits that I like. It's fine. I'll put it low decent. I have no.
No, I think this is rubbish.
Really? Oh, I think this is like at least a decent. I think it's kind of cool.
I think I wish
it's a little hot rod. It's a little hot roddy, but
it feels like Hot Wheels.
Like a little, but I don't know. I like it. I think that looks kind of nice. Like, I think they get the color pretty solid. I think this is like, to say this is rubbish, but we're putting the tier 1 in decent. Right. You get one, I get one.
Yeah, exactly. Buy one, get one free.
We're gonna have differing opinions on this. Like, I think this is way better than that teal kit. So yeah, like, I think the 2022 outing is like decent. It's fine.
Yeah, this is like, so this is like experimental. Like, all right, we're gonna do something, because obviously Liverpool kits, it's just a standard red shirt, right? We're gonna do something a little different here. We're gonna add like this kind of horizontal, like, stripe pattern here with it's like a bright orange, like a highlighter orange. It's not terrible by any means, but
also note, and I think that adds to this is standard chartered. Change the design of their logo slightly. It looks a little more like modern and bubbly, and I think that kind of like is throwing me off too. I think this is beauty. I really like this kit.
This is their best away kit by far. I think
we really shit on Nike, and then just came in here. We're like, yeah, none of these are really that bad.
This is like when they do something right, good. Like
they get the good stuff.
The collar's beautiful. Like, the colors are beautiful. It's just the overall package is very nice.
Yeah, this is such a class kit. It's fantastic.
This is McDonald's.
This is very McDonald's. I think it's decent, but it's low end decent. I know you already think this is rubbish.
Nah, I wouldn't say it's rubbish. I agree with you with low decent.
I can see this is like one of those ones because I kind of like it. I think it's like fine. This is one of those ones though that, like, I bet there's a couple cult fans out there that are like, this is the shit.
Yeah, like, look, it has the old school Nike, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
the checkered design.
I like the checkered. Honestly, I think it's like higher decent. The more I sit here, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, if you will.
Yeah, I wonder if they decided to do like a different base and like left the checkered design on like where it is. Maybe it would have been better. Maybe. I don't know.
I kind of like the checkered though. I feel like you don't see they don't do stuff like that very often. I mean, this is decent and boring as fuck. Like, it's not rubbish because it's clean. This is just so boring.
I was going to say, why don't we put it in rubbish? Like, it's just a red shirt. That's all it is. Like, they don't do anything with this. But it's not bad. It's just plain as shit. I know it's not bad. It's just plain as shit. But like, that doesn't make it rubbish because it's not. I know. This is just boring. It's. But we also
didn't put Chelsea's version of this in rubbish, so
okay, fine. If we didn't do that, if we want to keep consistency, then fine.
I want to be a little consistent, trust me, because also I own that kit. This is a beauty, though. This is awesome. This is so much fun. Oh my god, you don't think so?
No. I wouldn't say it's a beauty. I think I would go wear it out because I wish they did that whole pattern across the whole jersey and not just leave that blank. Like, when you if I
can't deny I will gain points if it's there, but I can't take away points because that's not their fault. It's the FA and soccer, which is stupid. I don't like taking away points for that because that's out of their hands. And I think this looks awesome.
Well, I don't know if it's not entirely out because Newcastle does it with their stripes.
Stripes are like an exception, I think. Like, stripes are allowed.
No,
I think stripes are allowed.
Brighton does the same thing. Like, Brighton has stripes, but they leave a big space in the back open for the numbers. So
I definitely have striped jerseys, so maybe it is a choice. I don't know. I think this is good. This is an absolute beauty. This is like one of the most interesting away kits. Last one's better, I'll say that, but this is really cool. Like, I love this color.
I'm fighting because I'm not going to. I like the design is interesting. All right, fine. Put it in the beauty. Put it in the beauty.
This is the best I can put it. If you swapped out Chelsea for this, I'm buying it tomorrow. Like, There you go.
I think for the uniqueness. Now this is rubbish.
That's crazy. I would put this in the back of like wear it out.
I would not wear this out.
I think this is I like this color. I actually don't hate this kind of like brush stroke leaf pattern kind of thing it's got going.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think of when I see like that looks like a palm tree leaf. I don't think of Liverpool.
See, I first got that's
trees.
funny because I get like brush strokes first.
I don't think this is anything special. I think if anything, can we meet in the middle and decent?
It's decent. This is definitely not. I like this color combo a lot. And I think the pattern's fun. It's a high beauty. I almost want to put it class because I think it's just a really clean design, and it's like I feel like you could make the argument that it's plain, but this pattern is awesome. This like little embedded pattern here. I feel like it might be hard to tell on the computer. It looks sick.
Well, all the big Nike teams are using that. So it's not like a pattern that's synonymous with Liverpool. They are doing that pattern with all of their big Nike teams. You can see it a lot on like the international kits during the Euros.
That's fair.
I would agree that it's a beauty. I don't think it's class.
That's fair. I think beauty's perfectly fair for this.
Yeah.
I think the Minecraft kit is like an easy wear it out.
Yeah, I think so too. This is a nice, cool, like modern take on a classic kit.
I remember thinking I thought this was like really goofy and dumb when I first saw it too, which is funny. And then I don't know why, like it's like one of those ones, sort of like this, where like it grew on me the more I saw it. I'm like, no, this is kind of a sick kit.
When you see it on field, because they played United Black in this shorts. Kit. Yeah, when you saw it on field, it actually popped very well, and I liked it when I saw it on watching games.
I think this is another. This is a minimum, like a low wear it out for me. I think this color and the design is really cool. I know they don't really do purple. That's not a very normal thing for them, and the times they have done it are pretty rough. I like this shade of purple a lot, and I think it's just a clean design. I know it's not normal for them.
I think it's decent. In my opinion.
I'm almost like in this like less as passionate, but like in the same argument as the like if I saw Chelsea in this, I'm like that's a sick kit.
So now we're on to the leaks, or not leaks actually. They've been confirmed that these are the home kits and the way in third. At the very least, it's decent. It's borderline rubbish. I saw this kit in person. I was at a Dick's Sporting Goods a couple weeks back, and I went through the soccer section, and I saw they had this kit. I looked at it. I didn't like it. And I didn't like it in person. Also, that collar is weird as shit. Like they're trying to do something different. It does pop up, but it doesn't pop up all the way. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's just
Pete. This is rubbish, man.
Okay, well that's what I said.
I think this is one of their worst home kits. It
is.
I don't like these lines. I don't know like what. I'm just not a fan of it. It just looks like scribbles. I'm sure there might be some kind of meaning or inspiration there. I don't think it looks good.
Yeah.
The collar's bad. The colors are fine, but like design wise, I just like there's nothing I like about it, honestly. Yeah.
All right, so good. We're at rubbish then. I thought.
All right, I was wondering what you were gonna think about this.
No, I didn't like this thing at all.
This is like decent. This is fine. This is
doesn't do anything bad.
I actually would wear this out. I think this looks good. I've seen several of these like third kit leaks from Nike with the like the turned Nike logo on the sides. This is one of the few that I've seen that I'm like, oh, that actually looks pretty clean. Like I bet you they're gonna sell more of these in their home and away kits.
What's like, I guess, like, what's the base? Like, what is that showing?
It looks, honestly, it kind of looks like a Rorschach test.
Yeah, it really
I don't know what it is. I don't mind the design. Like, it doesn't have to be anything for me.
I think it's decent. I don't know if I would wear this out.
Like if I was a Liverpool fan, I'm buying this with like for sure. I think.
Yeah, if you're one of those if you're one of those fans that buys like a kit for every year, and you're like, which one do I pick? This is your best bet.
Like definitively, I think this is the winner of the three.
It is the winner. I just think it's decent. I don't think it's a wear it out.
And there we have it. We are caught up and have ranked all of Liverpool FC's kits from 94-95 through the modern day. Honestly, this is about what I expected. I actually wasn't aware of some of their absolutely garbage kits. So
yeah,
they have some awful kits.
Yeah, like so I feel like this kind of sums up Liverpool, at least maybe the last 30 years, you could say, because like they won everything in the 70s and the 80s, and you know, when the 90s came around, they were so competitive and everything, but they just didn't hit like the highs that they did. And you kind of can see that in some of these kits. Like, I feel like they cooked with the Adidas in the mid to late 2000s, and then with the New Balance kits as well. I feel like this kind of, I feel like it does a good job of showing Liverpool.
Yeah, I think they're kind of like along with the rest of them. A lot of mid, but their highs are pretty fucking high. Liverpool, you should be happy with your kits. I think you could be doing a lot worse, to be honest with you. LeBron James should be proud.
He should be proud. He actually did make some cool like Liverpool themed shoes as well, so they always got that going for him. Smart investment on his hand.
Thank you guys as always for tuning in to another episode of Fullest Peace. We'll be back next week. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next episode. Cheers, my friends.
Yep, see you guys.